Hello, all you film freaks and movie maniacs out there. My name is Nolan Carr, and I'd like to welcome you to the go-to podcast for all things cinema. But before you can ask any questions, just sit back, relax, as I present to you a Strawlane Studio Productions Critiquing with Carr. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another exciting edition of Memorable Movie Monday here on Critiquing with Carr. As always, if you enjoy this review, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following on the audio platforms, clicking that thumbs up or like buttons. You can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turn post notifications so you can stay up to date on those platforms when notice of release, as well as clicking that share out so you can continue to grow the podcast with all your friends and family. Also, if you want other ways of staying up to date with the podcast, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. I say all that because in this week's edition of Memorable Movie Monday, we're talking about the classic film, the classic of all classic films, 1977's A New Hope. But before I talk about what I thought about this movie and my ranking out of 10 Diamond Days, we have a few more things to discuss. So with that being said, let's begin. Coming in hot as both the director and writer is the legendary man himself, George Lucas. It was produced by Gary Kurtz. The cast is as follows: Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Peter Cushing, and Sir Alec Guinness. The cinematographer for this film was Gilbert Taylor. This movie was edited by Paul Hirsch, Marsha Lucas, and Richard Chew. The music was done by the other legend of this production, being John Williams. The production company for this film was Lucasfilm Ltd, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. It was released on May 25th of 1977 in the United States. The runtime was just over 2 hours at 121 minutes. The budget for this film was $11 million, and the box office total for this movie was $775.8 million. The accolades for this film were as follows. At the Academy Awards, it was nominated for Best Picture, George Lucas for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay, and Sir Alec Guinness for Best Supporting Actor. Paul Hirsch, Marsha Lucas, and Richard Chew won for Best Film Editing. John Williams won for Best Music. John Mallow won for Best Costume Design. Don McDougall, Ray West, Bob Minkler, and Derek Ball won for Best Sound Mixing. Ben Burt won for Best Sound Editing. And John Stairs, John Dykstra, Richard Edlund, Grant McCune, and Robert Blalock won for Best Visual Effects. At the Golden Globe Awards, it was nominated for Best Drama Picture, George Lucas for Best Director, and Alec Guinness for Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture. John Williams won for Best Original Score. At the BAFTA Awards, it was nominated for Best Film, Best Editing for Paul Hirsch, Marsha Lucas, and Richard Chew, John Barry for Best Production Design, and John Mallow for Best Costume Design. Sam Shaw, Robert R. Rutledge, Gordon Davidson, Gene Corso, Derek Ball, Don McDougall, Bob Minkler, Ray West, Michael Minker, Les Freshholz, Richard Portman, and Ben Burt won for Best Musical Score. Sam Shaw, Robert R. Rutledge, Gordon Davidson, Gene Corso, Derek Ball, Don McDougall, Bob Minkler, Ray West, Michael Minker, Les Freshholz, Richard Portman, and Ben Burt won for Best Music Score. John Williams also won the Anthony Asquith Award for Film Music. At the Writers Guild of America Awards, George Lucas was nominated for Best Original Comedy Screenplay. At the National Board of Review Awards, it was nominated for Top 10 Films. At the Los Angeles Film Critics Awards, it won for Best Picture, and John Williams for Best Score. At the Director Guild of America Awards, George Lucas was nominated for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in Feature Film. At the Director Guild of America Awards, George Lucas was nominated for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in a Feature Film. At the Japan Academy Film Prize, it was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. And now it's time for one of my favorite parts, which is I list off the top 10 highest grossing films of that year's release, being 1977. Coming in at number 10 was Annie Hall. It was distributed by United Artists. Its worldwide gross was $44 million, and it stars Woody Allen, Diane Keaton, and Tony Roberts. Coming in at number 9 was A Bridge Too Far. It was distributed by United Artists. Its worldwide gross was $50.7 million, and it stars Anthony Hopkins, Gene Hackman, Freddy Krueger, and Laurence Olivier. Coming number 8 was Oh God. It was distributed by Warner Bros. Its worldwide gross was $51 million. It stars George Burns, John Denver, and Terry Garr. Coming number 7 was The Deep. It was distributed by Columbia Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $100 million. It stars Robert Shaw, Jacqueline Bisset, and Nick Nolte. Coming number 6 was The Goodbye Girl. It was distributed by Warner Bros. Its worldwide gross was $102 million. It stars Richard Dreyfuss, Marsha Mason, and Quinn Cummings. Coming number 5 was The Spy Who Loved Me. It was distributed by United Artists. Its worldwide gross was $185.4 million. It stars Roger Moore, Barbara Bach, and Kurt Jurgens. Coming number 4 was Saturday Night Fever. It was distributed by Paramount Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $237.1 million. It stars John Travolta and Karen Gorney. Coming number 3 was Smokey and the Bandit. It was distributed by Universal Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $380 million. It stars Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jerry Reed, and Jackie Gleason. Coming number 2 was Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It was distributed by Columbia Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $306.9 million, and it stars Richard Dreyfuss, Terry Garr, Melinda Dillon, and Francois Truffaut. And coming in at number one as the highest grossing film of 1977 was Star Wars Episode IV: A New Hope. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $775.8 million and stars Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Alec Guinness. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, my review of Star Wars Episode IV: A New Hope. One of the greatest strengths of A New Hope lies in its opening scenes. The iconic text scrawl, followed by a spaceship chase, is not only personally captivating, but also holds immense critical and historical significance. It stands alongside the opening scene of The Godfather as one of the best sequences ever created in cinematic history. Pure chaos aboard the rebel ship as they are chased sets the stage for an exhilarating adventure that unfolds throughout the film. The introduction of characters like C-3PO, R2-D2, and Darth Vader showcases the film's ability to create captivating and dominant personas. The aesthetic look of the rebel ship and their wardrobe, though now considered archaic compared to modern standards, still holds up and adds to the film's charm. Among the iconic characters, R2-D2 stands out as a personal favorite, with its unique personality and unwavering loyalty. James Earl Jones delivers a perfect performance as the voice of Darth Vader, portraying pure evil in a way that is both captivating and chilling. Whether you are a first-time viewer or a seasoned fan, the emotional impact of the film remains consistent, making each viewing experience as memorable as the last. The bleak landscape scenes of R2-D2 and C-3PO in the Tatooine desert are visually stunning and seamlessly lead into Luke Skywalker's journey. The attention to detail in the landscapes and settings throughout the film is second to none, creating a rich and immersive universe that continues to captivate audiences. The film's music, composed by legendary John Williams, is undeniably iconic and adds another layer of depth to the storytelling. The cantina scene where Luke and Obi-Wan meet Han Solo and Chewbacca is nothing short of iconic. The diverse range of critters and background characters adds to the film's authenticity and makes the Star Wars universe feel alive and vibrant. The performances in A New Hope are exceptional, with Sir Alec Guinness shining as Obi-Wan Kenobi. His portrayal of the wise and noble Jedi is a casting triumph. The scene where Obi-Wan reveals the truth about Luke's father is both heartwarming and poignant, showcasing the emotional depth of the film. The showdown between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, while slightly anticlimactic in retrospect, still holds emotional weight, especially when Obi-Wan sacrifices himself for Luke and his companions. The subsequent space battle after the Millennium Falcon escapes the Death Star is a fitting climax, though not the most spectacular in the original trilogy. The Rebel base on Yavin 4, with its jungle-like surface and minimalist interior, adds to the film's visual appeal. The scenes showcasing Rebel military leaders strategizing around the map create a sense of urgency and highlight the stakes at hand. A New Hope explores themes of self-belief, the strength of unity, and the palpable threat posed by the Empire. Film set design and overall production value are impeccable, setting a new standard for the genre. The music score, composed by John Williams, not only enhances the viewing experience, but also adds depth to the story itself. In conclusion, Star Wars: A New Hope is a cinematic masterpiece that continues to captivate audiences with its timeless storytelling, remarkable visuals, and unforgettable characters. The film's impact on the industry is immeasurable, and its influence is felt even to this day. With its superb acting, impeccable set design, and powerful themes, A New Hope ranks among the best movies ever made. I wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone seeking an unforgettable cinematic experience. And with that being said, I'm both honored and immensely privileged to give this movie one of the highest scores I could possibly give it, being a 9.5 out of 10 on the Diamond Dave scale. And with that being said, if you've enjoyed this week's edition of the show, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following on the audio platforms, clicking that thumbs up or like button so you can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turning on post notifications on those platforms so you know when an episode is released, as well as clicking that share arrow so you can continue to grow the podcast with all your friends and family. If you want other ways to stay up to date with the show, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. With that being said, my film freaks and cinephiles, happy viewing.